Good morning, children. Today we will be continuing with the lesson Noah's Ark in our English literature. Today we are going to read pages 103 and 104. Yesterday we learned how God told Noah to build an ark, a very large boat, to take his household and two of every kind of animal on the earth into it. Okay? And that God was going to send a great deluge, a great flood. So what happened? When Noah told his neighbors about it, they did not believe him. They said that Noah was mad. Now let's continue reading. So, God told Noah to get into the ark, and everyone said that Noah was mad. Now let's read on. Nothing happened on the first day. So 7 days before the great flood, before the great rainfall, God told Noah to get into the ark. So nothing happened on the first day. The second day came and went, and so did the third, fourth, and fifth days. When he asked each day, people laughed at Noah and his family. So when Noah got into the ark, it was not raining and the sun was shining brightly, and people started laughing at Noah and his family. When he asked them to come on board, they said, "You are mad, Noah. We do not believe that God told you to make this boat." So the people thought Noah was mad. "We shall stay here." Now the sun was shining brightly, and they did not believe that God would send the rainfall to make the earth flood. On the sixth day, there was still no rain. Then on the seventh day, there were a few drops of rain. And then the clouds opened and the rain came down. So imagine how hard it must have rained. It rained and the land was soon covered with water. When the water rose higher, the ark started floating. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. So imagine the rain coming down in like, you pour a bucket of water. So, a great deluge. How many days did it rain? For how many days? 40 days and 40 nights. And then on the 40th day, just as God had said to Noah, the rain stopped. Noah's family and the animals were safe. They were happy that the rain had stopped because the ark was damp. When it rains and rains and rains, if you have clothes outside and it does not get dry, it's damp, not completely wet but not completely dry either. So it's slightly wet and cold. But they could not leave the ark because there was nowhere to go, because there was water all around and there was nowhere to go, so they could not leave the ark. One morning, Noah looked out of his window on the ark and he was pleased to see the top of a mountain. So when he looked out of the window, he saw the top of a mountain. What does that mean? That the water level had come down. The ark came to rest on the side of a mountain called Mount Ararat. "But is it safe to leave the ark?" asked Noah's wife. "We shall send a bird out to have a look," replied Noah. So Noah said, "We shall send a bird to have a look." Noah let a raven fly out of the window. The raven flew around and then returned to the ark. It could not find a place to rest or make a nest. That means the trees were still under the water. The water level hadn't gone down yet. After a week, the water went down even more. There were plenty of rivers and lakes around, but land could also be seen. So when the water level went down, there were rivers and lakes and ponds, but there was land too. Noah sent the dove out. So what did Noah send out next? A dove. This time, the dove flew off and returned with an olive branch. So when you know what a dove is? It is a wild pigeon. Okay? So when the dove flew off, what did it come back with? With an olive branch. Olive is a type of fruit, okay, which you take oil out from. You use olive oil, don't you? And olives you use on pizzas also. So when this dove came back, what did it bring? It brought an olive branch. Now Noah was sure that the waters had gone down and plants were beginning to grow. Noah let the dove go out again a week later. This time, the dove did not return. Why do you think the dove did not return? It must have made a nest outside and stayed there. So Noah took the top of the ark and looked out at the dry land. Noah's family and the animals left the ark. How happy they were! The first thing Noah did was to build an altar. Altar is a place, a holy place where you pray to God. Usually you have Hindus usually have a small room, for puja. Christians, we have a small place where we keep our Bible, Jesus, the statue of Jesus, Mary. So that's an altar. He thanked God for keeping him and his family safe. As he prayed, a beautiful rainbow appeared in the sky. Then Noah heard the voice of God. God told Noah the rainbow was a promise that the earth would never again be destroyed by a flood. So, I hope you enjoyed the story, children. Please read the chapter properly, okay? If you don't know the pronunciation of any words, please go back and watch the video again, okay? And underline the difficult words, learn them. Okay, thank you.